walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I restage it Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Falcons had 7-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. But you look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. McKenzie now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Still great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Young. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Sanders is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Keep it going, take it to him. Turn it up, fellas, turn it up. This is the one. Show them what you got, show them what you got.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Robinson up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 15 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Here we go.
The play fake. Now Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Young now from the 50. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they can let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. To throw, Young. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He's going to try and do this himself. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. And London, the motion man right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and there's much more than turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They go play action. Young. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Young. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty...
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then.